Hi beautiful people, how are you all doing today? My name is Mark and I love making things sweet and in style. If you're new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And this is where I do anything and everything creative. So for today, I know a lot of you are wondering what happened to the last video of the gum paste recipe that I uploaded. It was actually deleted accidentally. So for now, I'll be sharing with you another gum paste recipe which is different from the previous one I uploaded. Because this time, we won't be using any gelatin at all. Because a lot of you are actually confused about the differences between gelatin powder, which is made from collagen and animal bones, and the gulaman, which is made from agar-agar, which is sourced from seaweed. Because if you use both, the results are actually different. So to be safe, we won't be using any gelatin at all. So I'm going to show you the stretch of this gum paste. By the way, it has no eggs also. Okay, so this is how stretchy it is. See that? So this is straight from the refrigerator, but if you knead it well, it's very smooth. Okay, so I'm just kneading it on my hands right now so that you can see. Okay, so it's very, very stretchy. And then you can actually use this to make figures, sculptures, and other confectionery arts, and also sugar flowers like this bunch that I have here with me, which is very, very pretty. You see, the storage life is actually for about 1 to 2 years if you kept it safe from humidity. So one of the problems you've been experiencing if you're using gum paste, it's melting when it's raining, right? So if it's raining, I don't suggest you use gum paste. Instead, you use Macco paste, which I'll be putting on the description box below. I also have I'll also be putting the measurements below in cups and in grams for all the ingredients and also the procedures. So without further ado, are you all excited? Let's get started! Hi guys! So for today, I'll be sharing with you a gum paste recipe that does not require eggs. So we'll not be using eggs. We will also not be using any gelatin at all. So for the ingredients, it's going to be on the description box below, so I highly suggest you check it out. I'll be putting the measurement in cups and also in grams, okay? So here what I have is 3 cups of confectioner sugar that I already sifted. So in grams, that is 450 to 459 grams, okay? And then after that, I'll be adding my Tylose powder, which is 1 to 2 tablespoons. So why is it 1 to 2 tablespoons? Because this recipe is actually adjustable. So if you wanted it to be more hard, like for sculptures and figures, or if you want it to dry faster, you go with 2 tablespoons, okay? If you don't want it to dry that fast, you can go with 1 tablespoon. So for now, we'll be using 2 tablespoons of Tylose powder. If you don't have Tylose powder, you can also use CMC powder. So for those of you who are wondering what is Tylose powder, this is actually a gum powder that actually binds and makes your confectionery arts hard, okay, or rubbery in texture. So after that, you need to mix it well. Okay, so using a rubber spatula, I'll just mix it well. You can also use a wire whisk for this one, but I prefer to fold it this way. Okay, and then after that, we'll proceed with our wet ingredients. So for our wet ingredients, what I have here on a microwavable container, my measuring cup, this is 1/4 cup of glucose. Okay, in grams, that is 90 to 92 grams. Okay, and then after that, I'll be adding my water, which is 3 tablespoons. So for my confectionery arts, I always use boiled distilled water so that it's really fresh. Okay, so we'll be using 3 tablespoons of boiled distilled water. Okay, and then after that, we'll be using, you need 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil. If you don't have vegetable oil, you can also use virgin coconut oil. Okay, that's very safe to use also. So we'll just be adding our oil. So at this point, if you want to use flavoring or essence, you can also add it here on your wet ingredients, about 1 tablespoon also. And then after that, we'll put this on the microwave for 30 to 45 seconds. At some microwave, it depends because different microwaves has different heat waves. So at some, you may want to put it for about 1 minute. our goal basically is just to heat up the glucose so that you can mix all the wet ingredients together, okay? So I'll pop this in the microwave and then we'll get back. Okay, hello guys, how are you? So we are back. So after we placed it in the microwave at medium high for about 30 seconds to 45 seconds, it's now heated up. So you have to mix it well. The reason why we heated up the glucose so that you can blend well all the wet ingredients. Okay, so you have oil, you have the water, and then of course your glucose. So you have to mix this well. What I'm using is just the classic juice stirrer that you can get at your local supermarkets. Okay, so just stir it up. But you can also use a spoon for this one. I prefer using this because, you know, it's very thin and easy to use. So the reason why I'm mixing it so that it's not going to be that hot, because you can't pour it if it's too hot, okay? Because it will melt most of your sugar and it will form some crystallization. So you need to mix it a little bit to reduce the heat. Okay, so once this is okay, so just leave it here. I'm just mixing. So while I'm mixing, I'll give you some instruction about this gum paste. So you should never ever use this if it's rainy or humid, okay? Because this will melt if it's rainy or humid. So what you need to use if it's rainy is my Mako paste, which is very good for humid weather. So for some of you are wondering, can I mix Mako paste with gum paste? Yes, you can. Okay, you can mix the both. So this is okay, it's well mixed. So I'll be pouring it. As you see, I formed a well at the center. That's where I'm going to put my wet ingredients. Okay, just like so. And then after that, using my rubber spatula, I'll just stir it slowly. Okay? So you do it slowly at the center as if you are mixing cement or doing rolled fondant, because you don't want to shock the sugar, okay? If you have, if you plan to do it on big batches, you can also use a stand mixer for this one. So I'm just getting sugars from the side gently. Okay. Then I just mix. And then I cover. Okay, so you do it slowly so that you won't shock your sugar, okay? Because sometimes if you mix it in random places, it will not be connected, so you'll find it hard to actually bind them together. Okay? So there will come a point wherein it's hard to mix, just like that. So what you need to do now, I like to tilt my bowl. Okay, I'll tilt it on one side and then I'll start folding. Okay, so we get the sugars underneath, you fold. Okay, gently you fold. Continuously fold and fold until everything is well incorporated. This gum paste recipe actually lasts for 1 to 2 years if kept safe from humidity. So I have a video on how you can actually store your gum paste. I'm going to put it on the description box below. This is also perfect for making toppers, sculptures, and other confectionery arts. Okay, as you see, we are forming a dough already. So just continue on folding and folding. But of course, if you're using a stand mixer, always use a dough hook. And then at the end of the mixing process, this will be attached on the dough hook. And then after that, you need to knead it well. Okay? Unless you want to form muscles, you can do it manually. Okay, so there you have it. You see, it's already forming. So just continue on pressing and folding. Okay, so sometimes when you're doing this, let's say for example, unexpectedly, it rained or it became humid. So normally it will be softer. So what I suggest, you get a little bit of powdered sugar or confectioner sugar if it's a little bit sticky. Okay. So after that, if it's already hard to fold, you need to take it out. So this is how you take it out. Hold your paste or dough with your rubber spatula or wooden spoon. Tap out the excess sugar so that it won't stick on the table, okay? And then put the paste on top of the sugar and then get all the excess sugar because you need that in life. You need a lot of sweetness, okay? So you need to get all those sugar. Pour it on top and then we'll start kneading. Okay, that's perfect. So right now I'm going to use Puratos or Crisco for my shortening, but you can use any other brands that you have. Okay, so put a small amount on your palm. Okay, gently spread. So just fold. Okay, so just fold it in. Also, this recipe does not require resting. So if you want to use it right away, you can use it right away. And then when it comes to storage, these last for about 3 to 6 months on the ref or the chiller. And then if you're going to use it, just cut off an amount that you want to use and let it thaw at room temperature for about 30 minutes to 1 hour. If you are in a hurry, just get what you need and then pop it in the microwave for about 3 to 5 seconds on medium-high, and then it will be this soft again. Okay, so you need to maximize all the sugar. Okay, so that nothing is going to waste. Okay. Oh, I have some red there. Maybe that's from the food coloring that I was using earlier. Okay, so we are almost done. I'm gonna show you how stretchy this is. This is actually very easy to use and it's really soft. Okay, so we get all the confectioner sugar, and of course when you're doing this, you're building muscles. Okay, so what's the difference if you use a stand mixer? If you use a stand mixer at the end of the process, normally what you'll have is something like this already. So you just knead it and then you're done. But since I showed you the manual process, which is also important because let's say for example you're making a cake and then suddenly the electricity run off, okay, let's say it's brown out, so at least you can still make your gum paste manually. Okay, so once you got all your sugar, this is what you'll have. This is okay. You see that it's very soft, it's very smooth, and this is how stretchy it is. Okay, see that? This is perfect for sculpting. Okay, it's really nice. So how do I store this? Normally I put a last layer of coating with shortening just to give it some moisture while it's on the ref or chiller. Okay, but then again, you can use this right away, okay? If you have projects and you're in a hurry, once you make it, you can use it right away. So I will be getting my... Okay, so this is my Ziploc. So normally I put it on a Ziploc, or if you don't have a Ziploc, you can actually use other plastics as well. Okay, so sorry about that for the delay. So here, I'll just put it inside my Ziploc. Okay, and then take out all the air and lock it. And then don't forget to put the date so that you would know how old your dough or your paste is, okay? And then once you need to use it, let's say you stored it on the ref or the chiller, just get a small amount, cut it, and let it thaw at room temperature. Okay, so that's it. If you find this video helpful and useful, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And let me know what are you thinking as of the moment. Thank you. Bye.